I got 23 acres where the Suwannee bends. Old dirt road, same sky I've always been in. Live oaks lean like they know my name. Cypress knees pray through flood and rain. Truck won't start, but the day still will. Coffee's hot on a windowsill. City dreams, never understood what I already had in the backwater woods. I got no money, but I'm living rich. River keeps giving what the world don't give. Stars up top, fire burning good. You can't buy peace like the backwater woods. I lost the race, but I finally stood. Found my nerve where a man knew he could. Funny how life turns out this good. I got everything I need in the backwater woods. Lines in the water, lines in the dirt. Garden growing through sweat and hurt. Smoke rolls low from a rack of ribs. Evening and wind says this is it. Chicken scratch, moon climb slow. Day's hard work lets the quiet show. I don't need more than a day that's good and a little bit of faith in the backwater woods. I got no money, but I'm living rich. River keeps giving what the world don't give. Stars up top, fire burning good. You can't buy peace like the backwater woods. I lost the race, but I finally stood. Found my nerve where a man knew he could. Funny how life turns out this good. I got everything I need in the backwater woods. I ain't hiding, I just slowed my stride. Let the land remind me who I am inside. Peace don't scream, it don't push or pull. It waits real quiet till your hands are full. Got no money, but I'm living rich. Suwannee sings like a gospel hymn. Stars up top, fire burning good. Heaven feels close in the backwater woods. The less I chased, the more I could. Turns out simple's misunderstood. Yeah, the best damn life I ever could. I found it right here in the backwater woods. Steam rising off the hood on the interstate shoulder. I kicked the tire and screamed, I couldn't be colder. Watching that tow truck hook you up, dragging you away. I was cursing the bill and the price I had to pay. Went to the parts store, saw the tag and saw red. blaming the politics for the numbers in my head. $80 for a gasket, man, the world's gone wrong. But I didn't know the truth had been coming all along. Now I'm elbow deep in her baby blue obsessed, replacing the water pump, putting it to rest. 1984, yeah, she ran on trust until the coolant stopped flowing and the iron turned to rust. I'm tightening the bolts on a broken heart, trying to fix this man while I'm fixing the part. Scraping off the old seal, grease on my skin. Sitting in the front yard, letting the silence in. I started thinking about the miles and the heavy loads, how you never complained on the roughest roads. Original part lasted 40 years strong, and here I was thinking that you were in the wrong. I drove you into the ground, foot heavy on the gas, ignoring the warning lights, just trying to pass. I was a taker, draining the tank dry, never pouring back in, never wondering why. You didn't quit on me, no, I made you break. A mechanical failure was your own mistake. But the lesson in the driveway lingers on and on. It ain't about the money or the inflation cost. It's about the love I neglected and almost lost. I wipe my hands on a rag, close the heavy steel hood. I promise from now on I'm gonna be good. Now I'm elbow deep in her baby blue obsessed, replacing the water pump, putting it to rest. 1984, yeah, she ran on trust until the coolant stopped flowing and the iron turned to rust. I tightened the bolts on her broken heart, finally fixed the man while I fixed the part. Give a little more, take a little less, clean up the oil, clean up the mess. Baby blue, she's got me obsessed. Yeah, I hear you running now. before the maps were ever drawn. I saw the very first campfire before the very first dawn. The Suwannee was a whisper, just a vein inside the clay, while I stretched my wooden fingers to catch the light of day. I've been drinking from this river for 1,000 years of time. I've got 10 centuries of weather tucked beneath my hide, and they just call me, oh, I'm the king of the bend, the beginning of the story and the shadow at the end. My heart is made of iron and my soul is made of light. I'm the ghost of the morning and the guardian of night. 1,000 years of standing, and I'm standing even now, with the weight of all the ages resting on my bow. I've seen the empires crumble, and I've seen the fences rise. I've watched the smoke of progress go drifting through the skies. Men come and go like mayflies, they're here and then they're gone. But I just keep on breathing, I just keep on holding on. I've got scars from every lightning, I've got rings for every war, but I'm deeper in the limestone than I've ever been before. I'm a bridge for the panther, I'm a home for the owl. I hear the wind start to whistle and the hurricane howl. Go ahead and lean against me, put your hand upon my side. Can you feel the ancient engine? Can you feel the turning tide? Just an oak by the river, watching the water, watching it all. I'm still here, I'm still here. Alarm clock barking like it on my soul. Coffee tastes just like yesterday's cold.
My work boots by the door just stare. Boss man talking, but I ain't there. Time clock ticking like a loaded gun. Every minute saying, boy, you're done. I felt that snap in the back of my mind like a line pulled tight, making reels whine. I'm long gone, got bobbers on. Clock hit 8, but I'm moving on. Truck keys turning, dust road strong. I'm long gone, got bobbers on. Let that inbox pile, let the river run. I quit that grind when the day begun. Yeah, the job can wait, the fish are on. I'm long gone, got bobbers on. Hard hat hanging on a nail at home. Same old paycheck, same old tone. They promise that raise when the quarter's up, but the truth is, buddy, it never shows up. Sun peeking over cypress trees, river breeze better than that workday squeeze. Water don't yell, water don't lie, it just moves when it's ready to try. I'm long gone, got bobbers on. Left that ladder, I was climbing wrong. If freedom's guilty, then I pleaded strong. I'm long gone, got bobbers on. Red and white dancing in the dawn. That's a work day I can count upon. Let the suits talk, let them carry on. I'm long gone, got bobbers on. Some folks pray in church, some pray in bars. Me, I pray where the river starts, where the line floats still, heart goes calm. That's the sound of my life, grooving on. You aren't lazy, just done being on. Bobbers on. This ain't running, it's moving on. If that makes me wrong, I'll stay wrong long. I'm long gone, got bobbers on. Boss can holler, bills can drag on. Son, don't care what you need done. I found my peace before it's gone. I'm long gone, got bobbers on. Yeah, long gone.
side. Miles of black-winged pilgrims passing by. I stand beneath your fleet, intentional gaze. Holy shadows journeying through my days. Wings that stretch toward some distant shore. Ancient travelers who've flown this path before. I offer up my trembling mortal breath to those who guide the passage beyond death. Oh, Spirit of the southward flying host,
Flying south, flying
teach me trust in what you know the most.
all the way.
Buzzards streaming where the veil is thin, leading the world where endings begin. Grant me faith to follow your sure flight, miles of purpose in the fading light. Witnesses eternal, dark and bright. Shepherds moving towards sacred sight. Oh, silent ones who ride the guiding winds, you who know where one journey ends, one begins. I watch your certainty, your unwavering course. You carry direction from some ancient source. Teach me to trust the pull I cannot see, the compass in my soul that calls to me. In your passage I find holy ground. In your purpose, the eternal sound. Oh, Spirit of the southward flying host, I follow. Teach me trust in what you know the most. Show me the way. Buzzards streaming where the veil is thin, leading the world where ends begin. Grant me faith to follow your sure flight, miles of purpose in the fading light. Witnesses eternal, dark and bright. Shepherds moving towards sacred sight. I release my need to understand the plan. You fly with ancient knowledge no man can scan. Miles of buzzards moving as one mind. Teach me to trust what calls from behind. to the journey you know most.
Take me with you.
Buzzards streaming where the veil is thin. Woke up with a song stuck in my brain. Turn the faucet, nothing going down the drain. Nothing but a choke and a hollow sound. No water coming, no water found. The power went out, took the pump down too. Now I'm staring at a problem, I don't know what to do. I'm a musician, not a handyman, but when the well goes dry, you do what you can. 30 miles from hell, 30 miles from town. When one thing breaks, it all comes down. Got land but no money, dirt but no rain. Sometimes you gotta lose something to fix the pain. So I'm selling my chickens for wire and pride. Giving up my birds, get the water inside. I'm a man of music, not a man of tools. But the Florida sun don't care about this fool. The well runs deep, keeping secrets down below. And I'm digging for answers in the only way I know. With my bare hands in a prayer tonight, selling the chickens just to turn on the pipes. We were living on water the hurricane spared. Barrels filled back when the sky still caved. But you can't flush a toilet when the tank runs dry. So I grabbed 2 buckets and I said goodbye. Stepped into the swamp where the snakes like to be. Mud climbing my legs, boots heavy on me. Hauled the black water back one trip at a time. Never thought my life would come to this kind of grind. 30 miles from hell, 30 miles alone. When you're sinking in the mud, you protect your home. No choice but to carry what the swamp provides. Even when it breaks you up inside. Yeah, I'm selling my chickens for wire and pride. Giving up my birds, get the water inside. I'm a man of music, not a man of tools. But the Florida sun don't wait, it don't follow rules. The well runs deep, keeping secrets down below. And I'm digging for answers in the only way I know. With my bare hands and my pride on the line, trading my chickens just to turn on the pipes. I poured that swamp water in the bowl. Saw 100 baby tadpoles swimming, spinning, alive and small. I had to flush them, had to sacrifice them all, just to keep the stink out my place, just to flush the turds away. I sent those little lives down into the dark, and it broke my heart.
but you do what you gotta when life gets cruel. The well runs deep, keeping secrets down below. And I found my father's strength in the digging, don't you know? With my bare hands and the will to fight, I traded my chickens and I turned on the pipes. The water's flowing now, pressure's low, but there I can finally take a shower, wash the mud out of my hair. The coffee's hot, the lights are on. I'm standing here alive.
The clock's broken, Tuesday skips town, wakes up Thursday. Saturday's just a Monday with a hangover, still holding her shape on my side of the bed. The date book's a con artist that's talking in my head. Left me a rap sheet of what I should have said. Coffee's just a habit, feeding it helps. No slow pour prayer, no reason in the smell. The morning shows up, but don't say a word. Comfort fits fine, but it don't feel earned. This room keeps time like it's killing the sound. Every routine just walks circles around. Love used to live in the things I'd repeat. Now repetition don't mean relief. When she walks in, the clocks remember how bittersweet starts to taste like it's supposed to. Yeah, the world lines up somehow. She's the weight that keeps me grounded, the hush that turns the noise into a song. She makes the ordinary feel chosen. Without her heart, I'm just moving on. With her near, I'm coming home. The house goes dark, but my head stays lit. Every little doubt won't let me quit. Sleep don't come till I say it out loud. Always I let us down. She hums a line I don't recognize, but it slows the fear in my mind. We don't win, we just don't lose. Let the night pass without choosing sides. I thought strength meant standing alone. Thought leaning in meant losing control. She showed me roots don't crack when they bind, and the strongest trees lean with the wind sometimes. without that love, I was moving on. With this warmth, I'm coming home. Yeah, with her heart, I'm finally home. She don't fix the world or fence it in. She just calls me home when I'm standing outside her. Rain blurs ink on 1,000 signs, all saying the same borrowed lines. A crowd performs what it's taught to feel, volume high, belief unreal. Paper kites fray in the midnight wind, pulled by a war they were never in. Strings knotted tight, pulled every way. Stories get bent till they won't stay straight. Hard wind hits, splits them apart. Kites sold cheap, strings played for art. Caught in a pull they can't command, flying blind by an unseen hand. Snapping, spinning, losing control. Offer some cash in a borrowed roll. Lines get pulled by hands they can't see, all waving banners that ain't really free. Swear it's justice, swear it's right, but lightning waits in the coming night. Paper kites fly into a lightning storm, snapping strings torn and worn. Banners waving high, caught in the breeze, doing what they're told with no release. Yeah, they're shouting for something they can't hold, flying high in the wind, getting sold. Dreamed of a chapel proud and small, sun through the windows on a rented hall. Voices rose on command, fell when they were done, dancing in a storm that they could never outrun. Faith built on paper, sparks in the night, shining just long enough to vanish from sight. They say protect us while chasing the thrill, flying too close to the storm on someone else's will. Feels all scripted, same lines, new mouths, flying blind, headed straight south. Is it belief or just a show? Is it courage or right? They don't know. I'm watching paper kites dance in the sky, cut the string, see who's left noise all around, but the lesson hits hard. Paper cuts man. Got a cooler full of cold gold, making me bold. Shivering so much, can't even stand. She's moving with the band. Hand roll between my lips, paranoia in the breeze. Cheap motel wristband hanging like a lawless rosary. Then she cuts through dancing like a temptress on the move. I'm a statue for the moment, darling. Got me feeling the groove. Beach on the beach. Yeah, I'm stuck in this chair. Dark shades on, frozen, breathing towards her stare. She can't see my eyes. I'm reading every move she makes. Sip my beer, stop my feet, they got the beat, feeling this whole damn shoreline shake. Oh yeah, beach on the beach. Keep the devil out of reach, but she's turning back to look now, and I'm too far out to breathe. She laughs with her friends, raising that glass. Hips sway, hitting every accent like a drumline pass. Lip gloss shine like gasoline. Strike one match in that smile. Beat might get obscene for a while. I tap my can like a nervous tick. Heartbeat sink to the sway of her hips. Yeah, it's getting thick. Beach on the beach. Yeah, I'm stuck in this chair. Dark shades on, but I'm drinking down a step. She can't see my eyes. I'm reading every move she makes. Sip my beer, scar my feet, they got the beat, feeling this whole damn shoreline shake. Oh yeah, beach on the beach. Got my better angels beat. Moving with the kick drum flow, caught in the glow. Look, I think she might know. I'm thinking, come sit down, darling, let this towel be our state line. Share this slow burning, signs all warning, I'm a bad idea in my prime. Every step you take hits the rhythm, every look you give changes time. You turn this broke down seaside station into a full-blown prime destination. Beach on the beach. Yeah, I'm stuck in this chair. Dark shades on, but I'm seeing at her stare. She can't see my eyes. I'm reading every move she makes. Sip my beer, shut my feet, they got the beat, feeling this homebound shoreline shake. Oh yeah, beach on the beach, world spinning off key. If you sit in this chair 1 minute, you ain't getting up from me. She's a beach on the beach. Sip my beer, stop my feet, let my world spin. She's the melody. I think this song was my end.
Beach on, beach on, beach on.
I don't recognize the smile on my face tonight. Feels like winning, but it don't feel right. Future calling me by a name I don't use. Every step forward, cut something loose. Mirror don't blink when I pass it by, like it knows what I'm about to try. I was steady, I was safe, I was under control. Now I'm touching a version I don't fully know. I can feel it humming underneath my skin. Every door I open burns the one I'm in. If I keep climbing, something's gotta fall. Say my name like I won't answer the call. I'm better, I'm better, I'm better now. Heart too loud, can't slow it down. I'm better, I'm stepping clear. But if I don't look back, do I disappear? Friends say I'm glowing, say I finally arrived, but the silence in the room keeps eating me alive. Traded the static for a sharper view, but the colors are screaming a violent hue. Walk through the city like a foreign ghost, haunting the places that I love the most. I was heavy, I was haunted, I was made of stone. Now I'm light as a feather, but I'm drifting alone. I can feel it humming underneath my skin. Every door I open burns the one I'm in. If I keep climbing, something's gotta fall. Say my name like I won't answer the call. I'm better, I'm better, I'm better now. Heart too loud, can't slow it down. Check the wall. Is there anyone left inside it all? Upgrade the soul, delete the ghost. It's the parts I left that I miss the most. Yeah, it's the parts I left that I miss the most. Screaming, screaming, but the room's dead quiet. Everybody watching, nobody denies it. Thumbs move fast like we're running from fire, but no one says what we all desire. Blue light burns where the truth should land. Scroll past fear like it's out of hand. Every face lit, every heart on hold, like something's breaking but nobody knows. Feels like a moment before a storm hits ground. Air gets heavy, no one makes a sound. You can feel it coming, but you don't know when. Everybody waiting for the what if to begin. It's a good night for leaving the light on. Good night to say, Lord, see you soon. Everybody moving like nothing's wrong, but something's humming with this song. Yeah, we're all wide awake, holding on like the truth's about to break through. It's a good night for leaving the light on, but who's gonna see it when it finally moves? Windows glow down a quiet street. Every shadow's got a story to keep. Eyes locked into a borrowed frame, trying to name and we're afraid to name. One hand shaking, Lord, and steady, like the moment's asking if we're ready. Every second stretched too thin, waiting for the signal to begin. Feels like the air learned how to wait. The troops are hellhound pacing the gate. No alarms, no warning signs, just a pressure you can't unwind. It's a good night for leaving the light on. Good night to ask the good Lord in song. Everybody acting like nothing's wrong, but we're all hoping for something new. Yeah, we're all wide awake, holding on like the old world's falling through. It's a good night for leaving the light on. But who decides what's coming true? Maybe we don't want the answer, maybe we just want the proof. Maybe it's safer in the dark than staring straight at truth. We built a fire out of silence, fed it fear and gasoline. Now we're standing in the glow, wondering like fool, asking what it all means. It's a good night for leaving the light on. Good night to finally look around. Everybody swore they'd see it coming, but no one heard the sound. Yeah, we're all wide awake, holding on, praying for something new. It's a good night for leaving the light on. 'Cause once it moves, there's no going back to what we do. The screen goes dark, but the room still glows. Sometimes you act before you know. I woke up happy and it scared the hell out of me. Same cracked ceiling staring back at me. The same alarm screaming like it always does. Same chip mug, same bitter buzz. But my chest feels light like something's gone, like I lost a war I've been fighting too long. Sun cuts through the blinds, hits my face just right. Feels like mercy instead of another fight. Nothing changed, at least nothing I see. So why does this moment feel like it chose me? Same world spinning, same weight in the air, same old problems, still waiting right there. Nothing outside suddenly feel right. Everything's perfect, and I don't know why. Heart wide open, no reason to lie. Same life running in different drives. Same world I'm living in, different eyes. Everything's perfect, yeah, that's the truth. But I don't know how long this feeling stays true.
One way to stand up is to balance on one knee. I watched the brave men snap like dry, brittle trees. They called it holding ground, I called it misplaced pride. While I kissed the dirt, they stood tall and fried. Now the air is heavy with the names of the proud, screaming, look at me, just a little too loud. You think the storm cares if you're right or you're wrong? Physics doesn't listen to a hero song. Don't lock those legs, don't clench that fist, or you'll end up a ghost in the morning mist. The pressure is coming, it's already here. Panic is the noise for the signal is steel. I can't stop the wind, I can only let it in. Let it tear through the shirt, let it burn the skin. I can't stop the wind, but I learned their lies. You don't lose by bending, you lose when you try. Yeah, I survived the crash while the strong men fell. For surviving alone is its own kind of hell. Some are burned, the ones who refuse to sway, thinking roots were enough to keep the world at bay. I watched them dry out, turn brittle and white, while I stayed fluid, disappearing in the light. They mistook my silence for a lack of spine, while I was reading the wind, waiting for the sign. I let the pressure pass me like a ghost in a wall, smiled when they tried to prove they could conquer it all. I can't stop the wind, I can only let it in. Let it tear through the shirt, let it burn their skin. I can't stop the wind, but I learned their lies. You don't lose by bending, you lose when you try. Yeah, I survived the crash while the strong men fell. Surviving alone is a quiet kind of hell. We aren't the mountain, we aren't the stone. We are just flesh and fragile bone. Every leaf thinks it's chosen to stay until the sky decides to take it away. like a liar's grin, hiding the wreckage of where war had been. You think walking away means the battle is done. That's when you realize you're the only one. I stayed alive by not standing proud, by making myself smaller than the crowd, by knowing when to stay, fold in, then disappear, and when to let the worst pass me. You can't stop the wind, you can only let it in. Let it tear through the shirt, let it burn their skin. You can't stop the wind, but you learn their lie. Standing firm is the fastest way to fry. I still feel it circling, looking for a friend, like it's waiting to finish what it didn't end. The ones who stood straight are buried down deep. I'm the loner who's walking low with promises to keep. Just a leaf in the gale, I finally know I wasn't built to fight, I was built to let go.
Tornadoes have been reported all week. Stay alert. A massive storm is forming. Take cover immediately.
Down where the Suwannee pools, blue and deep, cypress roots twist like secrets they keep. I'm ward of the woods, swamp guardian, self-proclaimed. Lord, set me
Look
here
how nice it's a cute squirrel.
in this endless place. Patrol the shadows, keep the wild pure. Faith in the river, forever secure. Lean against the ancient tree, 2,000 years strong. Its bark whispered low, pull me along. It's a perfect kind of blue, perfect kind of blue. River flows the shade, sky the same hue. Good Lord, wove the cycle, place me in the truth. Guardian eternal, me and the proof. Perfect kind of blue, divine and strange, no start, no finish, no change. Perfect kind of blue, there goes a rage in the woods, I remain. The vision unfolded, colors mixed with the scene. Days circle back, same light, same dream. River kind of blue, silent, trees breathe the same sigh. But the truth was shown by the hand of the Most High. Against the old cypress, I closed my eyes tight. The woods came alive in the flickering light. It's a perfect kind of blue, perfect kind of blue. River turns always, sky the same hue. Good Lord wove the cycle, place me in the truth. Guardian eternal, pure and true. Perfect kind of blue, divine and strange, no start, no finish, no change. Perfect kind of blue, echoes arrange in the words I remain. Dear step from the mist, eyes soft and wise, and your brother through the storms and the lights. All perched above, feathers like night, see the hidden paths, hold fast to the light. Eagle soared high, wings cutting the air. You're chosen for this, beyond despair. Gator rose slow from the blue water deep. God with your fire, let no evil creep. They spoke as one chorus, the creatures of old. In the Lord's perfect kind of blue, our stories retold. It's a perfect kind of blue. Perfect kind of blue. Guardian forever, forever. So on he's singing my name in the flow. Good Lord, place me here, now I know. Perfect kind of blue, divine and true. Ward of the woods, breaking through. Perfect kind of blue. Lord of the woods, the ancient tree holds in the cycle. We never fall. Woke up today, didn't have much to say. Paid for my gas and was on my way. The red lights turned green, then red again. Feels like the folks ahead are committing a sin. This day's a mess, can't get it together. One thing after another, like dominoes tethered from this crowded place to the endless wait. Feels like the world's just tempting fate. Holding for a bite to eat, place packed, not one seat. Drive-throughs, a line ain't looking sweet. Parked at work, my favorite spot's taken. Knew right then this day was forsaken. This day's a mess, I can't get it together. One thing after another, like dominoes tethered from this crowded this tempting fate. Coffee machines broke, spilling everywhere. Emails piling up, I really don't care. The room was talking, won't let me think, pushing me closer to the brink. Get to my desk, boss says I was wrong. I looked at him smiling, said you are my next song. Yeah, this day's a drag, but I'll sing it out strong. Turn the frustration into my next song. Sing it out loud, then it's gone. I broke a promise just to keep one true. Left you wrapped in the sheets I never lose. Turned my back on a small piece of heaven just to build something solid for me and you. Love don't run cheap in a town like this. It takes more than you plan to give. So I trade my hours for a steel-toed check on ground where the tough ones live. I saw your tears in the driveway dust, felt the weight when you said my name. But a man's gotta carry tomorrow first if he wants things to change. I ain't looking back just to feel the pain. I'm looking ahead so we don't break. Now the static's cutting through the gospel choir, hands tied on the wheel post, climbing high. Yeah, the white lines are closing in. Miles after midnight, I'm fighting the steep grade. Miles after midnight, I'm still in the day. It's a long, hard ribbon of blacktop truth just to prove I'll come through. I'm burning up the diesel, praying I ain't too late for you. Past the wreck near the county line, red and blue in the rain, makes you think how quick a life can slide right out its frame. Thinking about the coffee gone cold and the words we never speak, seeing mercy in the headlights while the whole world sleeps. The good Lord knows I'd rather be where you're breathing steady's mine, but nothing strong was ever built on borrowed time. Now the feeling's cutting through the gospel choir, foot on the floor, heart pulling tighter. Yeah, the white lines are closing in. Miles after midnight, I'm fighting the steep grade. Miles after midnight, I'm still in the day. It's a long, hard ribbon of blacktop truth just to prove I'll come through. I'm burning up the distance, praying I ain't too late for you. If I don't make it back tonight, just know I never stop. My addiction for you.
They say the road just keeps on rolling, but I know where mine ends. Right there by your front gate. If your heart still lets me in, still lets me in.